He heard it. A voice, muffled, indistinct, coming from the room next to his. He couldn't make out words, only the cadence of speech, slow, low, as if someone was talking to themselves. Then a second voice, higher, sharper, cut in, and the two overlapped in a quick, heated exchange. It sounded like an argument. He stared at the ceiling, waiting for it to stop. Didn't. The voices rose, fell, then dropped into a harsh whisper that crawled under his skin. He could hear movement too, the thump of something hitting a wall, the scrape of furniture being shifted. He checked the time on his phone. The screen still showed the last signal time. Useless. He stood up, crossed the room, and pressed his ear to the wall. The voices were clearer now, but still not quite understandable. A man's voice, tired and angry. A woman's voice, brittle and close to breaking. Every few lines, he thought he recognized a word, but it slipped away before his mind could catch it. He stepped back. It was none of his business. He lay down again and eventually slept. In the morning, he went downstairs for coffee. The dining room was empty, a few tables set with mismatched cups and plates. A pot of coffee steamed on a sideboard, next to a tray of bread and small packets of butter. Henry appeared as Thomas poured himself a cup. "Sleep well?" the hotelier asked. "The people in the next room didn't," Thomas said. "Seemed like they were at it half the night." Henry frowned. "You're in 14. "Yeah. There's no one in 13, Henry said. "Or 15. You're the only guest on that floor." Thomas stared at him. "I heard them. A man and a woman. They were arguing. They moved furniture." Henry's face remained neutral, but something tightened around his mouth. "Old buildings carry sound in strange ways," he said. "Sometimes the wind finds cracks." "The wind doesn't argue about who should have left first," Thomas replied. He meant it as a joke, but Henry didn't smile. "If it bothers you," he said, "I can move you to another room. It's fine." Thomas took a sip of coffee that tasted like burned dust. Probably just tired. Long day. He considered asking if maybe Henry had guests who weren't logged in, or if someone else had a key. Instead, he ate in silence and went outside to look at his car, pretending that whatever happened in the night had a simple explanation. By late afternoon, the sky had darkened again. Storm clouds piled up over the sea. Thomas tried to write at the small desk in his room, but the words refused to arrange themselves into anything that made sense. He had come here planning to write about isolation, about forgotten places,